Imagine you're in 2013, figuring out why the world did not end as it was supposed to be according to the Mayas, and thinking about the future. Let's look at the Thompsons. At home are their parents, Bob and Jane, and their youngest daughter, Hannah. What are their plans? They are talking about their daughter's plans about going abroad.
How is uni going? Any news?
I have big news. I got a job offer for Google in California after I finish uni.
Oh, hon, you're kidding. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Mom. First year I will be in California and then I will move to Madrid.
Congrats! But you're sure that you really want to move outside of America?
Thanks, I'm already looking forward, Dad. I know you already mentioned some concern from your side when Michael was planning to go abroad, but I thought due to the fact that Michael seems to be happy in Germany, you would be a bit more optimistic.
Purple, have you heard something about Michael? We haven't heard from him for about 2 weeks now.
Before Hannah is able to answer, the family gets interrupted by a ringing Skype call. Jenna picks up the call. On the phone is Michael, her oldest son. Michael is currently working abroad at Samsung in Germany since 5 months. He signed up for an expatriate program and is really happy about his decision.
Hey guys, how is it going?
Hey, me? We're fine. How is it in Germany? We haven't heard from you in ages. I was getting worried.
Mom, don't be worried. You know when I don't call, everything's great.
So I guess you call because you're sick of German people and their food.
Don't be mean, Dad. All the people here are super friendly and warm-hearted, not like you. Hannah, how is everything going? Are you excited to graduate soon? I hope I will make it to your graduation.
Hey Mick, I'm good, and I'm so excited to leave uni soon. And moreover, I got an offer from Google for a multinational program, which gives me the opportunity to work for 1 year in California and the next in Madrid. So I'm so excited. But I'm afraid to leave America and its tradition and work in a different country. Did you find it difficult to integrate and get in touch with people?
Oh sis, that sounds awesome, but you should not be worried. Going to Germany was the best decision I could have ever made. The people are really super nice and are going the extra mile in order to make my stay as comfortable as possible. People are greeting me real friendly and are interested in my life back in America. Moreover, right after my first day at work, they took me to nice bars and showed me the places to be.
Don't listen to him, Hannah. That is absolutely bullshit. First of all, when I was in Paris, which I suppose to be one of the prettiest cities in the world, the people were so unfriendly. They used to speak French all the time, even when I was around. And I mean, English is a world language. So I think it is not my duty to learn French and try to get people's attention. In addition, they never invited me to any events. And you can't get normal food, only croissants and crepes.
We see here that Bob doesn't want Hannah to go outside of America because he has had bad experience and he doesn't trust working abroad anymore. This is supported by Armin and A10 in their paper Host Country Nationals' Attitudes Towards Expatriates, Development of a Measure. The primary aim of the study was to develop a measure of locals' perception of the attitudes and behaviors of expatriates as the basis of local attitudes toward expatriates. There is a positive correlation between the expatriates' openness and the locals' acceptance. We can see that Bob is not an easygoing person and has a very negative vision. He didn't want to adapt, and this affected the locals' attitude towards him. On the other hand, Michael had a different attitude from the beginning, thus leading the locals to be more helpful and willing to make efforts to make him comfortable and introduce him to their culture.
Dad, that was years ago, and it's not like you're the most open-minded person on the planet, right?
Sure, blame me. I'm always the bad one in your eyes. But despite that the people were still really unfriendly and never really interested in me, I was glad when I had the opportunity to switch offices back to America.
Okay, please, calm down. You know I don't like you when you argue.
I'm sorry, Mom. Dad is always making everything look bad. But coming back to your question, Hannah, I just spoke to a colleague of mine, and he said that before someone is coming over, everyone from the department gets special trainings about cultural and educational differences organized by the companies itself. For example, organizing a maid program, a tour at the office the first day introducing everyone, or going to the bar on the first Friday. During those trainings, they also planned and organized an integration week, so that you get to know the colleagues and the working atmosphere.
And in organizing an integration week, you mean going to pubs? Sounds like a real cross-cultural experience to me.
We can see that times have changed from when Bob went abroad and nowadays where HR gives more support to integration. The benefits of cross-cultural training programs are well known now. Vance and Pate studied the subject in 2002 and reached a conclusion that locals should receive cross-cultural training for easier adjustment to work with expatriates, and training programs can be tailored according to their responses to expats. This means that nowadays it is harder to not blend in due to the higher amount of training and tools available about different cultures and how to work with them.
Stop it, Bob. Let Michael talk.
Thanks for the great contribution, Dad. No, the integration week was supposed to help me get to know the cultural aspects of the people living there, and on the other hand, the other employees get to know my cultural background and insights about me.
It sounds like they integrated you right from the start. Great. Is Germany used to having people around from different countries? Because I think this will also influence the way they act towards a stranger from another country.
I think they're quite used to having people around from different nations, because when I join a conversation or meeting, they directly switch to English to include me into the discussion, which I think is pretty useful to be updated to everything. Moreover, when I first arrived here, I met someone from China, and he seemed pretty satisfied with the environment abroad. He also told me that he has worked in America before coming to Germany, and that his working performance was really bad compared to his performance in Germany, because he was not really included into the society like that. Thus, he was getting really upset and homesick, which affected his working performance back then, as he was not really motivated to put so much effort in his work, as people were not really interested in him as a person. In Germany, it was different, he said. He even got promoted, because he was really motivated to finish tasks efficiently to spend time with colleagues after work.
See, Hannah, I told going abroad is really dependent on the people around you, because if they treat you badly, there's no way you're motivated to perform good.
Dad, don't exaggerate. Sure, the people around you and the attitude towards spots are important, but you still need to be open-minded for new things. And according to Mom, this was not really the case when you were abroad.
But if you say the man from China had difficulties in America, how come he was eager to integrate in Germany then?
I asked him the same questions. He said that Germany was used to working with expatriates, so they already had the knowledge about working with a person from different nations. Moreover, people in Germany are really extroverted and have a sense of sociability and outgoing behavior, and also he said that in his first experience abroad, he was not really open towards new expatriates as well. So his attitude towards other culture changed as well.
In Armin and Aiken's paper, they prove that there is a positive correlation between expats and extroversion, and there would be a positive correlation between expatriates and attitudes toward diversity. They also stated that locals who had previous work experience with expats would have more positive attitudes toward them. These correlations indicate that Hannah is most probably going to be able to integrate properly due to the high internationalization and different cultural backgrounds of the company she's going to work with. Moreover, there's a positive correlation between expats and intention to provide social support to expatriates, supporting the theory that once Hannah gets to meet her new team, they will be more than willing to help her out in whatever she needs. So at the end, do you think expatriates will have any problems? Or are most people who are working in multinational companies used to having people around with cross-cultural background? Would you be willing to move abroad for a job?